Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about this awesome backpack blower from Greenworks. This is a part of their 80-volt line, which I have been testing out all summer and loving all the other lawn products, so I'm excited to put this to the test. So what we're gonna do is take a look at all the features. We're gonna talk about how it works. I've got lots of leaves on my driveway and road around my cabin here. We're gonna put it to the test and see how much it can do, how powerful it is, and how long these two batteries right here are going to last, so stick around. Okay, so the first thing I'll say about this blower is that for an 80-volt blower with two different batteries on the back, it's pretty light to move around. I mean, with these straps, they are ultra padded, super thick. You can kind of see here, they're really, really wide. They've got these straps across the front that just kind of make it easy to hold on your body. You can tighten them and loosen them with these loops right here and just kind of unclip top and bottom. There's a bigger buckle on the bottom. I kind of wondered why they didn't come to the middle, but they do come off to one side. And you'll see even these pads have foam inside of them. It's the same foam that you'll find on the backpack. So really comfortable and really adjustable from top to bottom. And you're gonna need that if you blow long enough to need a backpack blower. I'll also say that this arm here is extremely adjustable. I've had another backpack blower of a different brand that my arm would only, it was kind of fixed in this position. So you couldn't let it drop all the way down, and you certainly couldn't put it all the way up like this. But because Greenworks has like a pivoting system right here, you'll see this pivoting system right here, it allows this funnel, this air funnel, to go all over the place, which is really nice. Now, it did not come fully assembled like you see it on my back. You basically have this hand control that's connected to your backpack, and you must connect everything from here on forward, but it's really pretty easy. All you do is take this plastic section and attach it here with this clamp, and then these two are attached with twist mechanisms. You'll see kind of there's a guide in here to lock them in as you twist them. It's a nice positive lock, and I've seen some others or owned some others that weren't as tight of a lock, so that's nice because you don't have to worry about it coming off at any point. And the way this goes together, you have full, it looks like 360-degree swivel capabilities on this pipe here. Even though you can't do that with the wire for the handle, it is nice that you can go all the way around at different angles, however you want to hold your hand. I've had a backpack blower where it was just locked stationary right here, so this is really cool. Now, while we're here, let's take a look at this trigger system. I like the options that it gives you on here. So first off, you've got your standard trigger. You pull it, you get some juice, and then on the top you've got a power boost button, so it's got a plus on it, and along with your battery indicators, so you know how much battery you have. I can't tell you how valuable that is. So pull your trigger, and you have your battery indicators, as well as, if you can see it right there, a cruise control that will keep you from needing to hold down the trigger so you won't get trigger fatigue. But a lot of great features, my favorite being the battery display on this. And finally, before I take it off, I just want to show you the air intake right here. This is something you need to just be aware of, that it's right here on your left, because it's going to be drawing air in through this vent. So if you stick anything back here, it's not going to hurt you, but this is where air is being drawn in. It will want to suck things in. So you just kind of need to know that's on my back left. Now let me take this off and show you the whole battery system and the locking system so we can see kind of how everything's put together. Now, I will say, as you start to take this blower off, this is one of my only gripes. I wish there was a better handle here on top, because as I take it off my back, you'll kind of see it wants to just lean and fall, and there's no real good place to grab it. There is a little bit of a handle right here, if you can kind of see right there. Just a tiny bit of a handle there, but with the batteries, you can't stick your hand in and grab it. So it just kind of leaves you holding it like this, which is a bit awkward to go from your shoulder down to like inside here like that. So that's one thing that I think could be improved, if there was a taller handle here. But like I said, I do love that you can store it vertical like this, because the hose will go all the way up. That's not something you're going to get in a lot of backpack blowers. Now, come in closer and take a look at the battery system here. We've got these two huge 80 volt, 5 amp hour batteries, nice positive lock in there. And what I'm impressed with most from Greenworks is how much power they can put in this size of a battery. 5 amp hours is a lot of battery time, and you have 2 of those in this backpack. So if we press the battery button on the front, you're going to get an indicator that tells you how many bars of battery. You've got 4 lights. Hopefully they're all on there. There we go, 4 lights on. And of course you have your indicator on your handle. It's a really easy click-in system. Come in close and take a look at it. You've got your kind of locking bars in there. You just want to make sure you're lined up, and you get a nice positive click. And then when you want to come out, it's intuitive. You press this with your finger, pops out and slides. And so you can even take both batteries out at once. That's not something you can do with every single blower system, but I love the fact that you have 10 amp hours of 80 volt battery power back here. Lock them in together and you're good to go. All right, so we've got this large access road we are going to be testing out, just blowing the leaves off of it, clearing it off. So I'm going to start my watch here so I can see how long we're getting on this battery, and then we're going to also test out the power, and I'll give you my comments along the way. Ready? There we go, timer's going. Here we go. Woo! All right, just to give you an idea, this is no turbo. And then this is with turbo. Woo! So far, so good. We've cleared out about 100 yards of drive here behind us, and this is effortless work. I mean, all I'm doing is waving the magic wand everywhere. I'm gonna see how far up we can get. I'm still showing full batteries here, so I have a feeling we're gonna be able to run for a long time. We've only been at it like 4 minutes. I've stopped a few times to talk, so we'll just keep going and see how it does. So one thing I've noticed is that if you're turbo happy like me and you grab the turbo and the trigger at the same time, you just get regular. You have to start with the trigger and then add turbo. So regular, turbo. But if you grab both at the same time, just regular, let off, and then you get turbo. Just something a little funny that I noticed along the way. So I'm gonna try out the cruise control. I haven't tried that yet. See how much more comfortable it makes it on my hand. I just discovered if you're on cruise control, then the turbo button is like on off. So if you're on cruise control, hit turbo on, turbo off. That's pretty cool. Then you don't have to hold any buttons. So after I discovered that about the turbo switch on cruise, I realized it works the same way with the trigger. It's not something you have to hold. That turbo switch is just on off. You hit it, it's turbo, you hit it, comes off. So I'm gonna finish this up, then I'll show you how much we've done. And we are still showing full battery on here at almost 10 minutes of straight blowing. That's the top of the road. We did all of it, and check it out. Check this out. Still showing all 3 bars of battery life left. We are at 11 minutes and change on our stopwatch. Stop to talk a few times, so we're looking at 10+ minutes of blowing at full power with turbo, because I use turbo almost the entire time, and we still are showing full battery life. So I think we're gonna get a lot of life out of these 2 5 amp hour 80-volt batteries. So let me turn around and show you just how much road that we did in that 10 minutes. Check this out. There's the end. Can you see it? I'm guaranteeing that this is longer than your driveway. This is probably 400 to 600 yards of road that we have blown off, and we're still showing full battery on here. I'm telling you what, I am really, really impressed with just how comfortable it is to wear this thing for 20, 30 minutes at a time. I mean, I've probably had it on my back for 25 minutes at this point. It's really not that bad. I'm not that sweaty. It's nice and comfortable, pretty light, easy to maneuver. You can see it's got the power. That's one thing I worried about, was, does it have enough power to do what I want? And it's got power for days. You see it in the video just how powerful it is blowing these heavy leaves. They're a little wet. There's sticks and stuff in there. This thing does the job. So I would say one thing I was worried about was this intake right here on the side. I wish it was on the bottom, but no problems. No leaves were stuck here. Nothing got sucked into the intake, so that's great to know. But if you're looking for a backpack blower, and if you're looking for electric yard equipment, I would suggest giving Greenworks a shot, taking a look at what they offer in this 80-volt Pro line. It's really impressive stuff. It's not only great for commercial people who could use this in a commercial application, but for residential applications where you have a little bit more yard, a little bit more driveway, need a little bit more time with your blower, this would be a great option. So check it out for yourself. Woo! I really think you're gonna like this one.